Hey guys, I finally made it. I was on a very long phone call for over 3 hours. I can't reveal who I was on the phone call with, but it was with somebody who had very intimate knowledge into the Madeline SoDo case. And then we got to talking about one thing after another, horses, different things, and I, it just, we just clicked, and oh, I thought I killed that sound. Okay, but had some deep discussions. So, expect some interesting readings coming from me real soon with Maddie. Okay, so how's everybody doing tonight? I know it's late. I'm only 45 minutes late. Oh, and you guys got a light bulb right in the camera, don't you? Let me see if I can scoot that over. Those are my LED lights because I'm sitting outside. I can actually go live outside in the middle of the night when it's late and it's dark out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Omega. And yes, I do have my wine. Oh, thank you. Yes, I've got my LED lights going up my pole. I know they look really big, but LED lights. And I've got a dragonfly that keeps flying around. And the person I was talking to was also very spiritual. And she was telling me that the dragonfly is a symbol of a spirit around trying to give me some kind of message. And I was tuning in and I was picking up on things. So hello everybody. I can start going down names, but I know I'm gonna miss people. Like there's Roseanne and Deanne and Star, Omega, NT, Unspoken. So this is supposed to be just a drinking wine or whatever, chilling tonight. Just wanted to hop on here, not do any readings, just kind of hang out with everybody. Of course, the host had to be 45 minutes late. Hello, Rita. Give me a second here. Kind of set the mood a little bit. Hello, Sarah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And riding solo. So this has been a really good evening so far. So what's everybody up to today? Kind of look like hell. Right now. My hair is a little bit of a mess. Swimming with your family, that sounds fun. Rose wine. This is actually peach, but close enough. This is actually really good. Where I was at, I couldn't find my barefoot wine, but I got this, and this is actually pretty good. I like this a lot. I got blackberry in the fridge too. Oh, I hear you, Montana. Playing with your tarot cards. Nice. Aww. 3 puppies today. How sweet. How exciting. My puppies are probably asleep right now. They were bugging for me to go to bed, but I wasn't going to bed yet. I wanted to get on here live and see everybody. Pretty relaxing evening. And I'm jumping on the TikTok bandwagon. Just doing a lot of work with that today. Hello down the rabbit hole. And Tater. Oh yeah, the humidity. Tell me about it. It is horrible. Everyone wants to curl. Frizzies from the humidity. I love summer, but I hated what it does to my hair. Happy birthday, Lisa. Yeah, I've got naturally curly hair. And yeah, doesn't help with the frizz. I don't know how long this live will be, but we'll hang out for a while. Figure probably about an hour. We can hang out and talk and chat and bullshit. And some interesting things we could talk about. What about the incident yesterday with Donald Trump? The attempted assassination. I called it months ago. Several months ago, I said, I might even did it in a couple different readings. I said there's going to be an attempt. Maybe that's a little bit too loud. I said there would be an attempt on Donald Trump's life, an attempted assassination. The assassination card actually showed up. Hi, Missy. Well, this whole situation gets freakier. My son and my son's girlfriend knew the shooter. The town that the shooter was from, he was 20 years old. He worked at the skilled nursing facility that my son and my son's girlfriend works at. He worked there. He was he worked in the kitchen, in dietary. And my son knew who he is. His girlfriend knew who he was. FBI was pretty much at their facility all day long. Daniel said every time he turned around, he saw another FBI agent. He would run into one. They now have armed guards at the doors of the facility. And media all over the place. At one point they tried to enter, and housekeeping stupidly this morning let somebody in, and the nursing director of nursing had to come out and tell them, you have to go, you have to get off the property, you're trespassing, we've got patients in here, we have to protect their privacy, we've got patients with heart conditions, cannot take this excitement, get off the property. So they camped out along the road in front of the facility, and all the people that were coming off the midnight shift and leaving, all the employees, the media was stopping them and trying to get interviews. Yep. Yeah, and Biden flat out said Trump is in the crosshairs. Hello, somebody that's half hinged. Just a nut short of being a total nutcase. I mean, really. But, Trump is very well protected. And I'm not talking about Secret Service. I'm talking about spiritually protected. Protected by God, protected by angels. He's super protected. But it was just crazy that my son actually knew who the shooter was. And he said he didn't know him well because the dude was very quiet. He did his job. He smiled at people. You know, didn't seem to be anything wrong. And when he was hired, he passed a background check and everything. Would never have known that there was something off about this dude. Hello, crafty one. Actually, Ativa, or however that's pronounced, there are reports that he had associations with them, and this was not actually his first. I don't know how he passed the background check, because unless there was just no charges officially filed. But after research, I guess he has been associated with this hate group, this radical group, and he's been involved in other violent situations. Yeah. He said he never really talked to the kid, just kind of like a hi in passing, you know. Daniel, my son's too busy anyhow on the floor with because they have like one person per wing, and there's 3 floors, and he's constantly running anyhow between buzzards of all the patients, passing out meds, etc. But he said it was just total chaos there between the media and the FBI. You're right, God always wins, exactly. And the place where the rally was, like I think I've said before in one of the videos or something, is it's about an hour and a half from me. Sorry, I gotta keep adjusting the volume on these until I get it right. Okay. But I almost went to that rally yesterday. I debated and debated and debated. Well, I went back and forth. I'm gonna go. No, I'm not. I got too much to do. I can put that off till tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the rally. No, I'm not. There is a reason why I wasn't supposed to go to that. Yes, I live in Western Pennsylvania. I live about an hour and a half from where that rally was. Yeah, the poor bystanders. I feel bad for them. Pocahontas, that's a little ways away from me. I'm about 30 miles south of Pittsburgh. 25, 30 miles south of Pittsburgh. I think you're right, Deanne. I think it goes deeper. Oh, we need rain here. We've gone days without rain and it being in the 90s. I know. There was more than one witness. There were a couple people that went to police and said, hey, there's a man with a gun on that roof of that building. know, it's a shame. We were, and I never realized how corrupt police departments are nowadays until I started down this road of true crime. Well, I started doing true crime on my true crime channel on YouTube. It'll be a year at the end of next month. So, 11 months ago, a little over 11 months ago, I started this. But before that, I was watching regular true crime videos. And I've always been interested in that. But since I started doing readings and really digging into cases, it's like the corruption is widespread everywhere. 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was out. I went to see a band. And there was this guy there. He was a retired police officer. He took an early retirement because it made him sick of the corruption he had witnessed in his own department. I'm like, wow. And he told me some stories. Yeah, and President Trump doesn't take a paycheck. Not one single paycheck. His paycheck as president always gone to charity. I'm with you on that. It's scary to go to any kind of big event. And it's not just the police departments. It's, I mean, well, I might get a copyright, not copyright, I might get a strike for saying this, but terrorism. You know, I know there's going to be another 9/11. I just don't know where or when exactly it's going to hit. But it's coming at a big event. There's going to be another 9/11 type situation. I've already seen it. You might be right. It might be right before the election. Because, let's face it, you know, I don't hide my political views. I'm not ashamed of my political views. Okay? And some people have unsubscribed to my channel because of me supporting Trump. However, when I do my readings, the cards that come out, because they're pro-Trump, I try to be objective as possible. The cards are the cards. I cannot dictate what cards are going to come out. Sorry, you would have sang a different tune if I would have been praising Biden and the job Biden was going to do, and Biden this, Biden that. I can't please everybody, but I got to be true to myself. When I do my political readings, I meditate first. I do breathing exercises and center myself and get out of my head and just use my intuition and read what's on the table when it comes to the cards. That's the only thing that I could do. But they couldn't keep him from running, from trying to send him to jail. They've tried everything, right down to getting a sniper. The sniper couldn't take him out. What's left? Terrorist attack, something big before election. America first, exactly. You know what? To me, it's not about what political party a presidential candidate represents. It's about their track record. What do they really stand for? What are they willing to do for this country? And there were times where I thought that the Democrat candidate was better than the Republican over the years. But when you see one candidate after another in office, when you see candidates from a certain party, and every time that certain party is in office, the economy goes to shit. We were just starting to thrive a little bit. Unemployment was at its lowest point in history when Trump was in office. And my gallon of gas, that cost me less than $2 a gallon during the Trump administration, now is $3.69. I think I paid yesterday for gas in my car. Or when I used to pay $2 for a gallon of milk when I went into the grocery store back when Trump was in office, and then now I pay almost $5 for a gallon of milk. Well, I won't buy a gallon of milk anymore because it's just me here now. Because my son's at his girlfriend's all the time. He hasn't slept in this house in weeks. But the point is, everything is and the inflation and everything. The economy is horrible. Our dollar ain't worth shit. Well, one thing I could say is that the Democrats are supposed to be meeting in August to determine what Biden's ability to be president for the next 4 years. He might be getting ousted whether he wants it or not. Or he'd have to run on his own as like independent or something, because the party has the option to dropping him if they want to. And I would not have a problem voting for a Democrat if they stood for the principles that I believed in and they have a good track record, that they're not going to be Washington's puppet. That's the thing. If there's a good Democrat willing to run and really could do something good for this country and not be a puppet for Washington, D.C., I would vote for them. Oh, there's rumors lurking around, such as like Michelle Obama. Kamala Harris is a little bit iffy. But I've heard Michelle Obama. I've heard Hillary trying to run again. Yeah, it's like, and Robert Kennedy, he left the Democratic Party because they wouldn't back him because Robert wasn't 100% in bed with the Democrats, even though that was his party. He had some different views on certain things that, I could be swayed to vote for him versus Trump, Possibly. But he's done. Yeah, I agree, Roxanne. No. Biden and RFK, they have their differences. Absolutely. But in a way, there's some ways that they're a lot alike, too. That's why I think it would be an extremely close election if it was down to RFK and Trump. A very close election. I myself would have a hard time choosing. I would have to meditate and pray over it for guidance on which direction to go. Because, yeah, RFK is not Washington's puppet either. Yeah, I agree. Oh my God. Could you picture RFK flipping and going to the Republicans' side? Could you imagine a ticket of Trump and RFK? They would win for sure. I think they're going to win hands down anyhow. I've already predicted that. But you want to talk about sweeping they would probably sweep all the electoral votes if the two of them were running mates. Hollywood plastic people, exactly. They're not. They don't even resemble real people. They've had so much plastic done. Oh, be safe, Unspoken. We got a nice little breeze going on here. The temperature's dropped a little bit. Got me curious now about the weather report. I got a lot of electronics out here. I got my laptop over here. I'm on my iPad for the live right here. Got my phone. Got my wine. I got so much shit out here, but I'm curious. Bring up the weather app. It's 77 degrees. It really dropped because it was 95 today. Oh, stop with the ads. About 6 a.m., there's a 19% chance of rain. It ain't gonna rain. No, it ain't gonna rain. Tonight's low temperature will be a little bit warmer than last night's. No shit, Sherlock. Okay. Could have been Deanna. Again. My blueberries need rain. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Echoes. Hey Jenn, Soul Source. We haven't had rain in about a week. And just about every day it's been mid-90s. You can send some rain down this way. We need it. I have to water my blueberries 2 or 3 times a day. It is so dry. Now I got a couple spots in the yard just from the dogs where there's no grass right now. When it rains, yes, it's a pain in the ass because it becomes a mud pit. But when it's dry and they're chasing each other, it's a dust cloud. I don't know which is worse. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, man. That sucks, Jenn. I could definitely try. Put it on. I'll try to remember. You may have to send me an email or a message. Yeah, we're in the hot heat of summer. So you must be in the southern hemisphere if you're experiencing fall. Wait a second. You should be going into winter if you're in the southern hemisphere. Or are you way north that it's starting to feel like fall now? Omega, I'm not sure. My email address has been the same for 20 years. This at Jenn@gmail.com. Oh, we're getting a nice little breeze going here. That's okay, Cynthia. We don't have to stick to one topic all night. But anyhow, the other thing I started off with when I said I was talking to somebody who is extremely, extremely close with intimate knowledge about Madeline SoDo. That case, I can't reveal my source like I said. I gave my word. 3-hour conversation tonight. Learned a lot, confirmed a lot of some things I was feeling intuitively. She said some things that she's not technically allowed to say, that I can't really, I have to be careful how I word it, because the police investigators told them not to say anything, don't talk to media. Attorneys told them, there's certain people close to the case, they were told not to talk to media. But, 3 hours, we didn't talk all about the case. We talked about animals in general, dogs, cats, horses. Talked about what me and them talked about what happened yesterday about Trump. Oh, yeah, they're conservatives, they're Christians. They pack heat too. One is a veteran. No, both of them are veterans that I talked to. It's very interesting. That's going to be I'm going to have a bombshell of a video coming out this coming week in regards to this case. And it's going to feature a very special deck that I should be getting in the mail. Today is Sunday, right? I should be getting in the mail tomorrow according to the tracking. Yes, Soul Source Tarot is sending me her deck that she created, and I've watched her use it for very long, since she created it. Fell in love with it, been wanting a copy. I'm going to have a copy in my hands tomorrow, and I'm going to be using that deck in that reading. Thank you, Sarah. Wait till you see this one. And it's Soul Source's deck that she created. I kind of feel like a little kid in a candy store. Or a little kid waiting on Santa. That anticipation. Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas, and you're like, oh, I just want to unwrap. I just want to open presents. Oh, it's kind of the feeling that I'm getting, waiting on this deck. I will say this much. I'll give a very tiny spoiler alert. Jenn SoDo is way deeper in it than what anybody knows. Way deeper. She should be rotting in jail for exploiting her own daughter. Even before Stefan ever entered the picture. And I'm going to leave it there. She was exploiting her own daughter even before Stefan and her started dating. And that's the only spoiler. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Yeah, she needs to go down. And here's the thing. I'm going to have to, before I do this video, you know, I kind of started and I haven't finished it, but I know a little bit about astrological mapping. I got to go back in the case file, her exact last proof of life. I need to get that and create a crime chart. Because there's a way, there's some math involved, which is a pain in the ass, but to map out location, to map certain things out. Well, she was found, but I need to find mapping location according to, and I need to get Jenn SoDo's birth date. Nobody knows where she's at. She like disappeared. Don't know if she's in a mental hospital or in a rehab because she has a really bad drug problem, or is she because her heritage is Hispanic. She has relatives in Mexico. There's a thought that she might have went across the border and is in Mexico. I want to see if I can use astrology, what I've learned about mapping, to see if I can see where Jenn SoDo is right now. Okay, thanks, Omega. Well, she's a Pisces. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. You know, she's not a mom. I'm sorry. She never deserved to have children. I'm sorry. You know how you get to the point where in certain cases you really want to see somebody go down. You're hoping they go down, you want them to get caught. But there's those other cases where you are totally fixated and totally passionate about. I've got two that I am so I want to strangle somebody. One is the Idaho 4, because Brian Koberger is not guilty. Okay, that's number one. Number two is this one with Maddie. And certain people that are protecting Jenn SoDo needs to open up their eyes and realize that she don't give a rat's ass about them, that they need to speak up and speak their truth. Because she'd be willing to let them go down for certain things as well, drugs or whatever. Yeah, I agree, Tater. Yeah, I haven't really done many videos on Idaho lately because there's nothing new. I did those videos on those court hearings when Brett Payne made a total ass out of himself and Mowry didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. The prosecutor and Mr. Prosecutor, Santa Claus, sitting there like he's super glued to his seat, not saying a damn word. Unusual for Santa Claus not to be vocal. And those who don't know who Santa Claus is, the DA, the head DA. He's letting everybody, other members of the district attorney's office, try the case or in the hearings. It's not even at the trial yet. Trial's not until October. No. Trial is in June of 2025. Not till next summer. But Santa Claus knows he has no fucking case. Nothing. All they have is touch or transferred DNA on the knife sheath. A tiny, tiny, tiny little minute drop. Nothing else. The car stuff, that fell apart. The data needed for location, phone pings, can't produce it. They don't have the evidence. It's hearsay. Can't use it. Not submissible. The prosecution has nothing. And I don't even know why Brian Koberger is still sitting in a jail cell right now, unless it's for his own protection. Which I kind of wondered that if he's sitting in a jail cell for his own protection and not pushing to be released. But they have no case. And since then, there really hasn't needed to be another update. Oh, thank you for the memberships, Missy. Oh, Star Curry, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. She has another last name. Yeah, I heard that. I have it written down. It's off the tip of my tongue. Because she is of Hispanic nature. Her mother is Hispanic. Then there's other people. There's family members on Jennifer SoDo's side who know exactly what happened, who knows what went on. And I'll tell you this much, I know who is responsible and how Maddie died. The autopsy report is not available to the public because of Maddie being a minor. Because I mentioned the Freedom of Information Act, because Maddie is a minor. Even people really, really close to the case cannot get a copy of the autopsy. Only the parents. And Stefan, he was able to get a copy of it. I can't get a copy of it. I want a copy of that autopsy report. Absolutely. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you, everybody, for the donations and the memberships. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with the Rust movie. You're correct, Tater. You're on point. You're on point. I know a hell of a lot. I'm going to bring some stuff out without naming my source and being careful how I bring it out in story format. Then I'm going to throw cards on it. But there's some things I cannot discuss. I have to keep under my hat for right now. I will know my cue when I can release certain information. But what Stefan did is unexcusable. As far as what was on his phone. Unexcusable. But I'm not convinced that he actually killed Maddie. I'm not convinced at all. I don't think he did. There's reasons why I don't think he did. He hid her body. Or he disposed of her body, yes. He wasn't... I have my reasons why I don't think he killed Maddie. Yeah, I like this chill night. Just talk about different things and, you know, just kind of discuss shit. Go get a glass. You can have some. I love my wine. And I had part of another bottle. And this is what's left of this bottle. Yes, I'm feeling a little bit good right now. Sarah, trust your intuition. I can't wait for certain truths to come up. But I will say this, I've already said I felt that Stefan did not kill her. He did a lot of other sick things to her. That yes, he deserves to pay the piper for what he did do, but he didn't kill Madeline. And I will say as much as I don't condone what he did. But what he did do is not a death penalty crime. But her murder is. And what's really sad, he's willing to take the fall and gamble losing his own life to protect a piece of shit like Jenn SoDo. There, I said it. Oh, I didn't know that, Roseanne. Yes, definitely get safe if you need to. That's more important than being here. You will be in our thoughts and prayers if you can't, if you have to go. Definitely go to the basement. Agree, Omega. Yes, Sarah, I agree with you. Yeah, you do. And here's what's really weird. That Stefan has to be careful what he says to anybody, with exception to his attorney. He could talk to his attorney. He has to watch what he says. Watch about how many details he gives out. There's certain things he's not allowed to say. But I don't understand why, because there's no gag order on the case. It doesn't make sense. How are higher ups telling Stefan to zip the lip without a gag order? Right. Yeah, that is sad, Anna. Yeah, Roseanne, I know he's not going to court. His attorney is. I don't know why that is. I don't have an answer on that one. Oh. Right. Yeah, there are, Anna. I will have to look that up. Yeah, the number of missing children is staggering here in the United States. It's unreal. All right. Yes, Anna. No problem. Maybe he will flip on Jenn. Because, yeah, he has to pay his dues for his involvement. Absolutely. But he shouldn't be going down alone, because it wasn't him 100% everything. You know, he wasn't a solo act in all this. She needs to go down. Yeah, I need to be careful that I don't say too much. Exactly. You're right, Roseanne. He has nothing to lose. Because you know he's going to have an X on his back. He's going to need protection to stay alive, regardless. Number one, if something would happen, that evidence would pop up, and he flips on Jenn and say there's some evidence that could be produced to back up Stefan's statements, say that, let's play devil's advocate and say, okay, the murder charges are transferred from him over to Jenn. Jenn gets charged for them. And he's not accused of the murder, but he's an accessory because there's the hiding of the corpse. He's got some of those charges that will stick. But the murder itself. And let's play devil's advocate and say that he gets life in prison. Or whatever. 20 years, 30 years, or life, whatever a sentence is. Even inside the prison, because of the SA, he's going to have a target on him. So, he's still going to pay for what he's done. Like I said, I think he needs to pay his dues for the crimes that he committed and the atrocities and what he did to Maddie. I absolutely believe he needs to pay for that. I don't believe he needs to be brought up on murder charges. I think it needs to be a lesser charge because I don't think he did the actual act. But he should not be walking this road alone. Because it takes two to tango in this instance. Jenn SoDo was just as involved in the dark web as Stefan was, if not more. Can you say marketing PR? I say that sarcastically. But in a way, she was marketing and PR person. On the dark web. And something that some people don't know is Jennifer SoDo was very computer savvy. Yep, she sure was. And I got that from very good authority. And also from very good authority, she wanted to be she wanted to get in for, go to school, probably deal, I'm guessing, let's see, how can I say this? Cybercrime, fighting cybercrime. But in order to fight cybercrime, you have to know how to hack her things. You have to know how to hack into systems so you can stop it. She had, that was the cover umbrella, but she wanted to she wanted to know how to hack computers. And that comes from very good authority. So, she knew her way around a computer. Yeah, prayers for you, Amika. Yes, NT. You're right, Sarah. And that's the problem. The media is feeding you, just like Brian Koberger. The media is feeding the public what they want us to hear. And I've got information that I vetted myself to be accurate. But like I said, I can't reveal my sources. I can't tell everything. But I'm going to let this certain knowledge that I know what I'm going to be looking for in the cards, certain card patterns. And if they pop up, it's going to be a boom. It's going to be, I shit you not, holy fucking shit moments. That's what I'm waiting for. Because I have some knowledge that, like I said, I can't, I'm under oath, I can't share. I could give you little tidbits, but there's stuff that I know that I cannot share. And if it comes out in the cards, it's game on. Because it's allegedly speaking entertainment purposes only umbrella that I have over that. But I'm going to work on that this week. It's going to be a power read. Mind-blowing, jaw-dropping. I already feel it. Yes. I will be careful, Sarah. I have knowledge of a really big dark web ring. And it's huge. And it's in existence for all walks of life around the country. Really huge web. And I'm going to be researching that too, because there's already arrests being made associated with that particular black web that Jennifer SoDo and Stefan were associated with. There's some big shit about to happen. I can't wait to get to my cards. And when that deck comes tomorrow, ooh, might even get this reading out tomorrow. I don't know. Tuesday at the very latest. I can't wait to see what the cards have to say. Because if it's in my cards, I can put it out there and say it. Like I said, under the umbrella of this reading is for entertainment purposes only, not based on fact. It is just my opinion. I encourage you all to form your own opinion and do your own research. After all, I'm just a blonde throwing cards. Patricia, are you talking about Nancy Disgrace? That was a conversation I had tonight, too. during the 3 hours that I was on the phone about Nancy Disgrace and some others. Oh, yeah, this happens all the time. If I'm in my room, it doesn't matter where I am in the house, it's orbs. Orbs, 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 orbs everywhere. Tonight I had a dragonfly, which is a symbol of a spirit around me, delivering me messages. And, you know, I'm being careful tonight on how I'm wording certain things because I'm getting guidance from a spirit. Maddie spirit. Okay? Madeline is showing me some things also right now. But this is not one of them kind of readings. This is a chill night. When I'm outside, it is as calm could be typically. But when I start talking about cases and talking about spirits and talking about tapping into intuition, anything like that, it's like the goddess of the wind kicks up. And, oh my God, I just had an epiphany. A light bulb just went off in my head. I get it now. I get the wind. I get it. Because I have so much air in my chart. Heavy air in my chart. The wind. I just heard from my guides, I need to listen to the wind. I've never done that before. I just heard that. Messages in the wind. If I pay close enough attention, I'm going to get information. I'm going to hear things within the wind. Wow. Wow. And I'm getting a confirmation. I'm hearing a little bit of a breeze. It's almost sounding like an applause to me. Oh my God, I just had an epiphany. Come on, wind. Now's not the time to shut up, okay? Now I got it. Now you need to talk. Come on. Talk to me. Talk to me. Oh, don't play games with me. Come on. Thank you. Now you know. And now you grow. And then it shut up. It went stopped again. Now you know. So now you grow is what I just heard in the wind. Oh my gosh, is this opening up a whole new world to me? Good night, Cynthia. Good night, Star. Oh my God. I have my hand down here. I was going to say, here, look. I'm on my laptop. I'm on my camera. I'm on my phone. I have my hand on here. That dragonfly landed in the palm of my hand just now. The dragonfly is an air sign. It's an insect that flies. It is ruled, the dragonfly is ruled by air. And the dragonfly landed in my hand for a couple seconds and then it flew off. It is a representation of a spirit. I believe Maddie's here. I believe Maddie's here. Hold on, I'm going to try to listen. Come on, wind. It's like it's blowing on just this one ear only. I had to grow up way too quickly, before my time. I really don't know what a child is, or what it's like to be a child. I have been exposed to things that no human should ever experience. But I have a deep understanding for the path in which I had taken. I understand what my purpose in this life was. It was to correct an ancestral wound. I had to be the sacrificial lamb. I was the currency that was to be paid to clear our history, our ancestry, and all the dark, darkness. Stephen knoweth. Stephen knoweth, but does not speaketh. I was robbed of my innocence long before. The day is coming. The day of reckoning. The day of judgment. I am a very old soul. This life was not my first time. I paid the price. And upon my return, I will be rewarded with an easy life. Peace be with you. Love, Maddie. The love I felt from that, the love that I felt from that girl. There are no words to describe it. And yeah, I'm feeling really, really lightheaded, and it's not the wine. I am more sober than sober could be right now. What I'm feeling right now, guys, there are no, put it this way, I have a description, but I don't have a description. The description is not one of human words. It's an emotion. It's a feeling that is angelic-like. I can't describe it because there are literally no human words, not in any language on earth. No human words. And there's a reason why it's being given to me this way. Because it's supposed to, okay, I get it. I get it. It's supposed to be for me. It's like an enlightenment. And I'm being shown things that I cannot put into words. Because it's a heavenly language and heavenly objects and feelings and emotions that I've done mediumship before. But let me tell you, nothing like this. This was unique, different. And like I said, no human words can describe it. It's not like I could say, oh, I got chills all over me. My heart's doing this or whatever. There are no words. Because everything is in the spirit. Deep within the spirit, not the physical body. And it's something that's really hard to even describe. That's okay, Sarah. Yeah, I'll have to go back and read the chat. See how far back that was. 1111 angel number. I'm trying to read the chat. I scrolled backwards. Yeah, typically you're yes. Roseanne, you don't typically see dragonflies at night. Okay. No, I think Debbie was asking whether I was channeling or not. And yes, I was channeling. I was kind of working like a medium. Yes. Anna, yes. All I gotta say right now is holy shit, holy fucking shit, holy shit. I came on here for wine and chill and chat. I never expected to start channeling somebody. Didn't expect to go into some kind of zoned out mediumship type thing. Maddie wants the truth to be told. And there were certain things that she was channeling to me. If you notice that there were a couple pauses, it's because she said something and she said, shh. So she was giving some information that I was not allowed to say out loud. What I was allowed to say, I relayed it. I relayed some things she wanted to get across. But there were a couple things that she says this is, and she said it's our secret for now. That a couple things she said to me is now is not the right time to bring it out. So I got it. It's kind of one of them things. Okay. Oh, this is my remote for my dog's collar, by the way. But it's like she hands me this information. She says, okay, you can't use this information now, but I'm arming you with it. I'll let you know when you can pick that up again. So it's like it goes down here on the side. Keeping it in mind, I have the knowledge now. But it's a zip lip until I see a green light. Then I can pick that information up and hand it to you guys. That's kind of how this is working right now. Yes, Anna. I agree. She is getting bad, or is the storm getting bad? Amaka. Go take care of yourself. Thank you, down the rabbit hole. Hey, Tax Max. Hello, Amy. I'll be praying for you, Amaka. Okay, everybody, I'm going to be ending the live. But before we end this, I want us all to close our eyes, concentrate on Omega and the situation there with the blood sugars, and let's start sending healing and positive thoughts and energy over there. Okay, let's go. Okay. I thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tax. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. So please do relax. Okay, everything's going to be just fine. I'm confident about that. You got healing and angelic protection around right now. They want you to calm down and trust in the divine. Okay. And thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight. It is 12:30 a.m., 12:34 a.m. my time. I'm really getting into a bad habit of being up late and then getting up, letting the dogs out, feeding them, and going back to bed. I hadn't been in that mode in a very long time, except for yesterday and today. Typically, I'm up at 6:37 or 7 a.m., and I'm up for the whole entire day, and my happy ass is in bed by 11 p.m. The past couple days, it's like my sleep schedule's getting fucked up in the past couple days. Anyhow, I love each and every one of you. And I would really love to do this and really would love to do a chill night at least once a month. It's been about a month since I did it the last time. So at least once a month having an evening to relax. I just got to figure out when I'm going to do it in August. Because right smack dab in the middle of August, I'm going to be on my cruise. Who knows? Maybe it'll be while I'm on my cruise. A real quick one. Like sitting by the pool or something. And being live. Even if it means going live on my phone. So. Yes. This is really a good night. Really a good night. Okay, love you all. And I gotta bring it a little bit closer. And I will see you next time. Love and light. I can reach it. Oh, come on, screen. Ah. There we go.